2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. That one intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Tungo Vailoa. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Tight end motioning left. Tua now on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Tua. To the right side here, pass is caught. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. To the air again, Tungo Vailoa. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Tua to throw again. And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This one from 47 yards out. His kick is good. And the Dolphins going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Bills offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jalen Phillips in on the stop. Trayvon Diggs again. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Now a first down throw for Tua. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Now whistles. Timeout, 3 seconds left in this first half. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This will be from 56 yards away. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the Dog Pound. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Jalen Waddle, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. The Dolphins got some strong play out of their quarterback number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. On first down, Tagovailoa. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. They'll run with 8 chains. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. What can they do here on third down and 7? From the gun, here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bills offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
He'll drop to throw. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and They didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy? Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Sly's kick is good. And the Bills are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now, A.J. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Tua gonna throw. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Achane. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa. A throw on the move is caught.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Palmer. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Complete to Khalil Shakir. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. That's taken in. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Bills.
Now they'll set up to throw. Off he goes.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
They'll look to throw. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. and it'll be second down. In motion, Shakir. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua going for it all. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing is Tua. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. Take it in, back at his own 12. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The visitors' offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 1st down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. And he will score. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Sly now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Bills have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Back to the air one more time. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. After that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Tua to take a knee. And that should be the final act in this one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the Dolphins. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.